Hey guys, what's up? We're back with another tutorial video. Before we kick that off, I'm super excited to tell you guys about an offer I have for you. A company called iMoody, which creates colored contact lenses, has given me a discount code for you guys to use. It's Blackheart00. I'm going to put it right up there. I'm going to link the website in my YouTube video description. And I want you guys to go ahead, use that, use my code to get 10% off. As you can see, the contacts, they look super good. They're super comfortable. I'm super excited to offer you guys that because obviously I love to wear contacts and it really just elevates the look. So with that being said, let's get this tutorial started. Cheers. We're going to start off with a makeup primer. I'm using Fenty Beauty, and as you can tell, it's on its last leg, but I swear by this. Like, honestly, I really cover my face with a lot of makeup. I'm not even going to pretend, say, oh, I'm a natural queen. No, we're not natural, and I don't really care. So, primer is important, and giving it time to dry. The next thing I use is the Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm all out of my concealer, which normally I would use, what is it called here? I believe it's MAC, the MAC concealer. Let me check. All right, I was wrong. I actually use the NARS concealer. I won't even lie. I have been to Sephora 3 times in the past 2 months to try to get my concealer again. They're out of this shade. I'm like, how can you be out of the lightest shade? Like, to me, it's like only like alternative people that wear that shade because like it's to make your face even whiter, you know? Anyways, yeah, I use my fingers. Normally I would be using my concealer, but as I said, I simply can't fucking get it, you guys. It's so frustrating. They're like, well, we can order it online for you and it'll be here in a month. But like me, I'm like, no, I need it now. And if I can't have it now, well, that's my own problem because now it's been like 2 months without it. But anyways, also you're going to have to excuse the bruising around here. I just pierced my bridge a couple days ago. I believe it's 6 days now. So I'm in the bruising stage. No, I did not get punched in the face. Although there would be multiple chances that I may have deserved it. I did not. It's just a piercing. So, yeah. We're going to blend this foundation in. Okay. And then I've been using white powder, but I ran out. So the next best thing for me was this thing I found in my old makeup kit. It's called Turn Up the Base in Fair, and it's by One Size. I have no idea. I don't know. It looks like this. I don't know how old this is or where it came from, but it's actually lighter than my foundation. So I was like, thank God, because, you know, the foundation, we're trying to look pale. Like, I want to look like I'm past dead. Not about to die, but just past death itself. So, this is honestly pretty good for that without it being, like, white gray. It's so hard to find that, honestly. But, yeah. I've got my Queen's Chalice here. Shout out to my mom. Thank you, Mom. Okay. So we're going to start doing... Normally, like, if I don't know, like, what to do for eye makeup, I would start doing eye makeup first to kind of base the rest of the stuff around. But today we're doing a very specific look for you guys, which is my signature downturned eye. So we're going to get right into that. So for contour, I haven't been able to find something I really like for ashiness that's actually a contour palette. So what I use is this palette, the Tartelette palette, and I use these two shades. So they're like ashy brown, and then a tiny bit of this one for just the bottom. So you can see, like, I tap it in there, and then this one, it's like to get that like gradient look, or ombre. Also, this brush, guys, I used to use just an angled feather brush, which, as you can see, the thing fell off. But this brush, I believe I got it from Walmart or Shoppers, and it was a pack. So I got these two. This is a foundation packing brush, and this is a contour brush. As you can see, it's curved. So when you flip it upside down, it's gonna pack the most onto the bottom. And once I learned how to use it, I was like, okay. At first, I was like, I hate it. But once I learned to use it, I actually really ended up liking this, and I end up using this over any other kind of brush. You can also kind of start to blend it out with that brush. Obviously, I like a pretty harsh contour. Anyone that sees anything can tell about that, but beyond that, I really like that brush, honestly. For the cheekbones only. Once I go up to the forehead, I'm using something a lot softer because we don't want a harsh line. And also, I have like wide temples, so, you know, we gotta close that off. Using just the exact same color scheme. And make sure you leave like that opening here, because like that's what's gonna really create that, like, you see that? It's like popping. Either I'm delusional or it's popping. Well, we don't know which one it is, but like, you know, we can probably guess that all right. Alright. Let's get started on the nose. So, unlike some of you baddies, I was born... Well, actually, I won't say I was born with it. I did, like, cheerleading for many years, and I've been smoked in the face by an elbow one too many times, and my nose is crooked. So, contouring my nose is, like, very strategic placing for me. I don't know if you guys can tell, but, like, it's quite crooked. Thank you, sports. Anyways, I'm still using the same Tartelette palette. And I'm just, like, straightening it to the best of my abilities, you know. I never want to lean into the curve, because, I mean, you could easily do that, and then all of a sudden my nose would be like, but, like, we're trying to make it, like, go, like, that way. If you know what I mean. So, it's also a little bit harder because I just pierced my bridge. I don't really have the option to go up in that one section, so this is how you catfish your nose big time, to make it like a button nose. Honestly. I think I need to fix this a little bit. I feel like it's still too crooked for my liking, so what the hell is that? Guilty as charged. I'm going to fix my nose, and if you ever feel like you need to fix your nose, you can just put like more concealer back on it. Just like that, and then you can basically restart. So I love how you can like see the bruising under that. It is what it is. So I mean, it's gonna be impossible for me to get my nose completely straight because it is pretty fucked up. But I feel like that's better than before. So we're gonna leave it at that. And obviously we gotta blend it. And blend everything, right? Oh my god, I almost forgot the most important part. Give yourself that jaw contour. Just do it, trust me. Just like straight under. Obviously blended a tiny bit, but the other trick I have is like if you want that doll face look, take a little bit of your contour. Put it there. It's going to bring your chin out a tiny bit. Other than that, I put some here. It creates that shadow. And once again, my face is so unsymmetrical, which is fine, you know, like your face doesn't have to be symmetrical to be beautiful. Sometimes, like, the fact that you have two different sides to your face, I've seen many people, like, where I'm like, wow, this person is so beautiful, and then I look, I covered one half of their face, and I'm like, okay, wow, it's beautiful. And then I covered the other half of their face. I'm like, equally as beautiful. But together, it makes like a very interesting face. Anyways, guys, all I'm saying is that a lot of people don't have symmetrical faces. So if you don't have a symmetrical face, I'm sure you're still beautiful. Anyways, with the contour, I understand that bruise literally makes it look like there's a harsh line. So I'm going to blend it a little bit extra. Because, like, you know. But at the end of the day, I am going to be in a dark area. At this point, I'm going to try to highlight around the nose to give that, like, to make it seem like my nose is that small. And I mean, why do we all want tiny noses? The answer is unknown, but we all do it, so. Then I cut that. Give the chin, give the forehead some juice. And now, some of you might think I look 80 years older. I think I'm serving. So at the end of the day, if I think I'm serving, I'm serving. Alright, so the face is like good for now. We're going to get started on the eyeliner, which is kind of what makes the look the look. Before that, I just want to shout out to my friends. My birthday was not that long ago, and they got me this Kuromi makeup bag. It's so cute, and I love it so much. Thank you to my friends. So, for the eyeliner, the whole point of the look is that it's like a drop eye. So, I use the QO Beauty pencil. It's from Shoppers Drug Mart, and I'm severely running low. So, we're going to try our best with what we have left. I have to get a new one, like, right away. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the rest up like right now. Because she's turning, she turns, and as you can see, it's like at the limit. So, yeah. Thank you very much. So then this is the eyeliner I use. It's called L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black Telescopic. I've had good results with this eyeliner. It stays on. It's like saturated. It's not like, it doesn't dry like, okay, you need another layer. You know what I mean? There's some eyeliners that are like that, and I'm like, why do you even call yourself an eyeliner if it looks black when you put it on and then it dries almost like kind of see-through? So anyways, what we're gonna do is I draw a line from like my waterline, and I start to just draw it like pretty much straight out. It's okay if it's a little bit thick because that can be fixed later. But basically making sure you give your eye, like, as you can see, my waterline is here, right? And that's white and that's white. So by doing this and by doing the eyeliner that we're going to pull out, it's going to give a very different eye effect than what your natural eye is. And I'm all about changing the way I look. The Queen's Chalice. So after that, what we're going to do is we're going to connect the eye like that. So now we're making our new eye shape, right? This is our new eye shape, right? So let me just back it up so you guys can kind of see. We now have a new eye shape. It's a lot bigger. This eye has a bit of the wrong turn, which I'm gonna have to get a Q-tip to fix that for sure. Okay, so I fixed that a little bit, and now what we need to do is we need to create a wing. Like, we're acting as though this is our new eye shape, right? This is our new eye, so we're gonna draw a wing off of this eye. So what I do is I bring it out, both of the eyes, it's basically like creating like, where is this wing gonna end up, right? It doesn't have to look perfect. Everything can be fixed with a Q-tip, trust me. After that, we're gonna start like trying to draw it up, but it needs to be like straight, right? Because this is our eye. This is our new eye. So my eyes are very hooded. So you need to make sure you're accounting for that, which if that means drawing it a tiny bit up and down to get that, see that? So we're gonna do that to this eye. To give that really, like, now you see, it's really looking like that. So at this point, we're just gonna fill in the gaps. So you have your baseline. This eye needs to be thicker. We can see. You can kind of see where that's going. So it's completely changed what's going on here. Now I am going to just perfect it off camera. Once you have this, all you need to do is try to make sure everything's even and also give it a sharp point. So I'm going to do that off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I fixed the eyeliner to my liking. This side can be a little bit more. But aside from that, what I do now is I grab a fine tip, a very fine tip eyeliner, which I've been using Essence liquid ink. It looks like this. It's from Shoppers Drug Mart, but you can see like anything that's like gonna be fine tip, very fine. So that's what we're gonna use for the next step. And what that's gonna do is we're gonna create our fake eyelashes on the bottom. So we're gonna go pretty far out. We're going to create our outside. And you want it to definitely go like thick to thin. You don't want it to look like so choppy. Okay, and then we go a little bit in. Creating that illusion of like the eyelashes on the bottom, right? So this one could use a little bit of help. And if you mess up like what I just did, guess what? Oh my God. What just happened? Oopsie. Something just happened. I'm so scared. What is this? So we want to make those fake lash strokes, right? If you mess it up, we'll fix it with a Q-tip. No problem. Like this one, you can see this one. That's pretty much better, right? So at this point, we're gonna start to complete the eyes by one, curling the eyelashes. And what I do is one, I apply the glue. I use this actually hemp infused eyelash glue. It's supposed to be better for you. Is it really? I don't know. Also, I don't really care, but like this is the one I got, so I've got the normal one before, and I kind of feel like this one sticks better, honestly. I don't know. It's made by Duo. They always get the brush. This dries clear, so yeah. The other ones, like with the squeeze bottle, like I don't even know if anyone uses them anymore, but I definitely haven't used them for years. I take a, I'd call it maybe like not a half lash, just over a half lash. What I do is I actually take eyelashes and I cut them in half, and then I cut them as to how I like them, because a lot of eyelashes are just very like full. So I buy the cheap ones off Amazon. They come in like literally a 20 pack. I cut them in half, and then I cut another eyelash and I stick it on the tip to give it like thicker there, you know. Also, the secret is definitely to putting the lash glue on the lash and also on your eyelid, because then it will not curl off. Yeah, so I am so low on eyelash glue. I'm going back to my old one. As you can see, it's also Duo. Don't say anything about how dirty it is, but like I have to use this one to get the job done today. I need to restock on a bunch of things anyway, so yeah. Get the glue on there and let it dry for a bit. You know, I've used super big strips in the past. Right now, I'm basically going more for like a cat eye, but I have used ones that go right up to the front with like big spikes in the front. That's also a look, but not the look we're going for today. Okay. So once they've dried a little bit and they're like getting tacky, that's when we're going to stick them on, and it almost starts to be like a magnet. Like it really does just directly stick, and make sure you pull them to exactly where you want them to be. I go like this, I curve them so that it makes sure it goes around the curve of my eye. So, and the thing is, so because your eyeliner's up there, you can put it a little bit off your lash line at the edge to give that uplifting look, because we did fill it in with eyeliner. So as you can see, like we created a new lash line, right? We created a new lash line. So act as though that is like the line you need to go to, not necessarily where your eyelashes actually lay. Except for in the tip, it needs to line up with your eye here, because that's what's going to create that like direct look, you know what I mean? Okay, so next we're going to use a kohl pencil, and we're going to connect the waterline just there to that. So now you can see we've now created an absolutely new eye shape, and we're also going to do it here carefully. I feel like this one could use a little bit more. Okay. So you can definitely see that I was able to completely change my eye shape doing this, which some people like that looks ugly, some people like that looks amazing. Either way, that's how I like to do my makeup. And by blending it in, we're going to use a mascara. The one I use that I found, like, it has a really nice brush. It's very, what's the word? It has a lot of those sticky things, which is L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Carbon Black. Okay, it looks like that. And I feel like it gets all your lashes without clumping them. So if you want clumpy lashes, which I have a mascara for that as well, which is this one, Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. For this look, we're not doing clumpy lashes, but as you can see, this one, it's oh, you can't really see it on this one, but okay, let's try a newer one. It's a curved brush. I don't know if you can tell, but it actually has a curve in the middle, and it has way less prongs, right? So let me show you these together. Okay, so there, you can really clearly see. So the L'Oreal Paris, which is this one, is going to give you a clump look, while this one will get every singular lash. And for this look, we need to fill in the gaps, right? Because we gave ourselves the false lashes there. So we definitely need to fill it in with like something more thick, something that's going to give more definition. So I go over the bottom lashes and the top lashes with this. And make sure you get right into your corner, because this is what's going to make it look more natural. You see that? Right? it's gonna look more natural. And also, like, pushing them towards the center of your eye is gonna create more of an open effect. So you see how that like really gave a feathered effect. It started to blend in with the lash, the false lash, and also give that like feathered effect. So obviously I got a little bit on my eye there, no problem. There. Okay. Now these eyes, I mean, they're looking fire for what this look is going for. It's definitely not a natural look. But once that's dry, you can add a bit more to give it more boldness. If you want more boldness in front, you can just add more. Other than that, you can also add to the ends. That creates more of like more of that like dark eye look, less feathered but more chunky, which some people like feathered, some people like the chunky look. I personally, I don't like the feather gradual look. I like the chunky look, so I always try to add more wherever I can. The next thing we're going to work on is the eyebrows. And for me, I feel like to tie my whole look together, it's important that what I use on my eyebrows, I also tie in a little bit onto my lips. So I'm just using a cool toned eyebrow pencil. And I'm going to give myself a little lip liner. This is all going to be melted out, by the way. So it's okay if it's not even, if it's not that good or not perfect, don't even worry about it. Just give yourself that same color so it's going to be like, to me it makes it like one whole piece, right? Okay, so anyways, at this point we're going to do the eyebrows. Now, I like to do my eyebrows up, so I literally just take a little bit of glue there and there. Give it like 10 seconds to dry. And then you're going to start combing them the direction you want. Now, I already wax off quite a bit of my eyebrow, so this is not that hard for me to do. But if you have your eyebrows going down to here, it's not going to work unless you would like cover them by putting glue on them and then covering them in concealer. Then that look would work better. So once they're up, you can see now the direction is just kind of up, so it's free range for me whatever I want to do, which is what we need. So we got our brow pencil, and I'm just going to draw a line for each of them just to do kind of like the baseline. So that also kind of worked out perfectly with like where I had them glued, right? So we're going to do the next one. We got to try to, the most difficult part about like doing this is literally trying to make sure they're even. That's not so bad to me, right? All right. So now we're gonna like just fill them in a little bit, you know. This one needs to be a little bit thicker because my eyebrows are a little bit uneven. We will have to darken this one a little bit to match it, but At this point, we want to really like bring it up to accentuate, like we're going up. We're not going down. The eyes are going down. The eyebrows are going up. All right, that's where she goes. This one I messed up a little bit. So you can see now, I mean, my eyebrows are pretty light because I just have them natural. They're just blonde. But you can kind of see, like, honestly, it's so hard to do it on this camera, but, like, we dragged our eye out, so it does make sense to drag your eyebrow out, honestly, probably farther than you'd think. But because we made our eyes so big, honestly, from far away, it's going to look like you're looking at a doll, right? You're not looking at, like, a regular proportional eye, right? So that's kind of the point, which is why you need to drag your eyebrows out. If you would do just like them down like this, like it would not fulfill the look to the way it should be, I feel like. Which is, I mean, why I shave off, I wax off the ends of my eyebrows. But anyways, my eyebrows are pretty uneven, but like whose are even, right? So I then take this, it's called Stay and Play, and it's also at Shoppers. It's a highlighting pencil. So I take that right under the eyebrow. And I also put it right in the eye, whatever that's called. And a lot. Let's not be cheaping out here. And then I also take this and I put it on the nose. And a tiny bit on the bridge to give it a little shine. Then we'll do a little bit of highlighter on those exact same spots. Right. At this point, all we really have left is to perfect the lips. So I like a pale pink. Like, I don't like pink. I don't really like so much brown. I like it to be more like a pale color. So what I do to achieve that is look at this color. Like, it's pretty like pink. It's more pink than my lips are in general. So what I'll do is I'll go over everything. And also some like on the lips. Like some people like that, and that's fine. Personally, I don't. I don't like that. So once you put that pink on, what you can do is, this is what I do. So I take a little bit of my concealer. I smudge it in my fingers. And I start placing it, starting in the center. The most concentrated is going to be in the center. And start to blend it. I feel like I need to wash my fingers because I have like black stuff on them. Alright, so I clean that off. And we're going to continue till we kind of get the shade we want. Like, I don't know if it's just my own personal preference or if it actually looks better, but I feel like cool colors just look so much better on my skin tone because I am very fair and I have cool tone hair, but I always strive for that cool pink, which it's really hard to find that color. So I kind of got to custom make it by adding my cool tone foundation. And you can kind of just layer it as you want it. To try to make it more blended because we do want a bit of a pink lip, but like not the way it was. Like right now, you know, I'm happy with this, so I'm gonna go straighten my hair. Oh wait, sorry guys. First, I use this setting spray. This shit, it is expensive. I think this bottle is like 55 Canadian dollars. I know. But I will tell you, it works. And it lasts a long time. So I'm going to spray this on. I'm going to go do my hair, clean my piercings, put on my outfit, and I'll be back to show you guys everything. All right. We spray that. It's going to stay. Trust me, it's going to stay. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's the finished look. I finished my hair. I put on my outfit. I'll quickly show you guys what it looks like. So, yeah. This is the outfit for today. Right before we go, we're going to start doing a subscriber appreciation shout out. So, this video subscriber appreciation shout out is to Jamie_Orzabal. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And comment on my video so you might be featured on the next one. I love you guys and have a great day.